John here, the Autoresponder Guy, coming to you from dropdeadcopy.com for another video session. Today I want to talk about writer's block, because this happens to everyone, okay? Whether they're writing emails, sales copy, maybe they're writing a book, okay? And we get this thing, I think everyone experiences this phenomenon at some time or another. You sit in front of the computer, I don't know who writes with a pen anymore, you sit in front of the computer and you stare at the blinking cursor, right? And you don't know what to say. Or maybe you type out the first line and then you delete it because it doesn't sound any good, and you're just not happy with it. You're going to edit it out straight away. And what happens is after an hour or 2 hours or however long, maybe a few days, weeks or months, nothing gets done, right? No writing happens. You keep deleting it. There's all the scrunched up paper, in the corner of the room, like in the movies. But and I suffer from the same problem. I reckon all copywriters do. I remember a story from David Ogilvy, the father of advertising, from Ogilvy and Mather, the advertising agency. I think he was known to he would drink basically whiskey before he wrote copy, and to get into the zone, he'd do it late at night, that kind of thing. So even he, the father of advertising, struggled with writing advertising. So first of all, don't worry about it. If you are struggling to write, you're normal, okay? If you're sitting down and you're just able to write straight away and you're able to do it every single time without struggling, then you're a superhuman, or you're not human at all. But if you are human and you want to write, you're going to have to struggle with this. Now, what I find that works, what works for me in dealing with it is removing that filter, right? So let's say you sit down to write some copy. Instead of editing yourself as you go, just decide, well, I'm going to write whatever the fuck I want over and over again, and then reorganize it at a later date. Come in, a week later, or a few days later, or just write it all down. Then the next day, you want to go through and edit it. But first, you want to get as much of your thoughts and the idea onto paper, and then you want to come back and edit it. Now, I've been applying this today. I've been writing a sales letter for a product of mine that's going out next week, and excuse me. And what I've been doing is I've kind of outlined the sales letter, and rather than getting hung up on this writer's block, in getting frustrated with myself, I'm trying to basically find a section and then just write as much as I can about that section. Then I'll jump to another section, then I'll write some of that. And now the thing to understand is that I may change all this at a different, at a later date. I'll maybe, I'll go through and rearrange the different parts of the sales letter. So the point is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, even when it launches, it doesn't have to be perfect. One thing that I think it stopped me in the past, and I think it stops a lot of people, is this idea that it has to be perfect, that it has to be great, it has to be world-class. It doesn't, right? What you're doing today is going to be worse than what you're going to be doing in 6 months from now, but you're only going to be doing that really good thing in 6 months from now if you do it badly today. You have to suck at it first before you can be really good at it. So that's just a quick little tip that I've been using. I'm using today, and I'm going to be using it over the next few days as I struggle to write this copy for this product. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm the Autoresponder Guy. I'll see you next time for another Drop Dead Copy video session.